Alright, it is Monday, November 5th of 2018 at 9:48 a.m. Remember the 5th of November. Alright guys, let's take a look at some headlines. Young Texas couples dies in helicopter crash less than 2 hours after their wedding. A wedding tragedy. A young couple in Texas died in a helicopter crash on their wedding day. Will Byer and Bailey Ackerman had been married only about 90 minutes when the Bell 206B helicopter in which they were traveling went down early Sunday morning near the Byer family ranch. The groom's grandfather, William Byer, told ABC Houston station KTRK-TV the aircraft's pilot, Gerald Green Lawrence, also was killed. Lawrence was a captain in the Army and served during the Vietnam War. His stepdaughter, Amy Willard, told ABC News affiliate KTRK-TV the newlyweds were students at Sam Houston State University in Huntsville, Texas. According to the couple's wedding website, nuptials were said Saturday at the ranch in Uvalde, which is about 85 miles west of San Antonio. The crash occurred about 1:47 a.m. Sunday, about 15 miles outside of the city of Uvalde, officials said. Here's Uvalde, right next to San Antonio. That's so sad. The National Transportation Safety Board said it is investigating the crash. Wedding guests posted videos online of the doomed helicopter appearing to take off safely from the Byer ranch as friends and family cheered. Other videos showed Ackerman wearing her white wedding gown, dancing with the bridesmaids, and kissing her Byer sitting in a chair at the wedding reception earlier in the evening. That's so sad that they passed away so soon after their wedding. Alright, next story. Italy storms. 2 families killed in Sicily house. 2 families have been wiped out in Italy after a river burst its banks submerged their house in Sicily. 9 people died in the incident in Castle Dacia. From children aged 1, 3, and 15 to their grandparents. Only 3 people who were outside of the house at the time survived. 3 other people died when their cars were swept away on the southern island. Days of heavy rain and winds have killed at least 17 other people in Italy, mainly in the north and northwest. Some of the worst damage was the roads around Belluno and the northern Veneto region after days of storms had to sludge mud, rocks, and water. 6 regions remain under alert from Veneto to Sicily and Sardinia in the south. The tragedy in Castle Dacia occurred overnight and on Saturday. 12 members of 2 families had gathered to spend the night when water from River Militia swamped the house. 3 of those on the premises had lucky escapes. A father and a daughter had gone out on an errand at the time. The third, another father of 2, survived by climbing onto a tree. In addition to 3 children, the dead included the mother of 2 of them, her brother and sister and parents, and the mother of one of the surviving fathers. One of the neighbors described the scene minutes before the incident. I heard the dogs barking. It was around 21:30 GMT. I told my husband to go out to see what was happening. He opened the door and the water filled the house, said Maria Concetta Alfano. Tom Major Giovanni Di Gianco spoke of the frightening tragedy, given the militia was only a small river that had never had much water. It has never presented a threat to Castle Dacia, and it wasn't a very rainy day anyway, he added. So that's pretty sad that 2 families were swept away and killed. Alright, next story. 9 Britons rescued from burning yacht off the Thai coast. 9 British tourists have been rescued from their burning yacht after it was struck by lightning off Thailand. They were on board a 50-foot or 15-meter chartered boat off the coast of Phuket when they ran into a tropical storm on Saturday. The group, understood to be from Scotland, sheltered below deck, but the yacht was hit by a lightning bolt. A passing fishing boat helped the stricken crew and holidaymakers, and no one was injured. Video footage showed the Beneteau-manufactured yacht MJ engulfed in flames. Police received a mayday call around 1700 hours, and coast guards were dispatched to the scene near the Talang district. Alright. Hopefully everybody was safe. Alright, next, test tube trees, an insurance policy against extinction. A tiny oak tree emerges from a test tube in the laboratory. A seedling of the mighty oak has an unusual start in life. Raised using techniques pioneered in fertility labs, it is a product of new efforts to preserve the seeds of wild plants. The world is losing plants at an unprecedented rate, with about 1 in 5 thought to be at the risk of extinction. Its insurance policy against extinction in the wild, said Dr. John Dickey of Kew's Millennium Seed Bank at Waterhurst in West Sussex. In situ conservation in a reserve is always the best because the evolution can happen at all the time. This is a very cost-effective backup in case the system fails. As a backup in the event of doomsday scenarios such as wars, seeds of crops and wild plants are being stored in bomb-proof, flood-proof, radiation-proof vaults. The goal is to store at least 75% of threatened plant species by 2020. Alright, hopefully this store enough just in case there is an emergency. Alright, guys. That's it for the stories. The headlines this week. Please remember to vote tomorrow, November 6th. Doesn't matter who you vote for, just go out there and vote, okay? Alright, guys? God bless. See you next time.